job.
Was it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's right at noon. Good afternoon. I'd like to join Mike and the Evergreen board and staff in welcoming all you back to Dallas for the 26th annual Evergreen Partnership Conference. I plan to keep my remarks brief today, so round of applause for that. Since we've had the opportunity to cover much of the financials and the 2014 highlights during the supplier meeting and the member meeting earlier, no sense in repeating myself or the ESAC self. That said, I do need to underscore that 2014 was an excellent year for the group. In fact, it was our best year ever, and quarter four in 2014 was the best quarter in Evergreen history. We grew 10.2% in 2014 and had a compound annual growth rate of 16.7% since 2009. We've more than doubled the company in the last 5 years. That kind of performance is a direct result of our group's focus on the fundamentals of what it takes to be successful in this business. Training our people so that they can be the best in the industry, and developing relationships between distributors and key manufacturers through programs like Planning for Profit, this conference, and our many other activities. We're excited about 2015 and beyond, and we've recently announced our next phase of our professional development programming effort focused on leadership development, coaching and counseling, and recruiting and retention. There's a fairly lengthy article in the latest issue of the Evergreen Update, which is in all y'all's packets, and I encourage you to take a look and read that article over the next day or two. If you have any questions about what our plans are, grab Wade or I, and we'll be happy to follow up with you. Rest assured, however, that we will continue to keep our foot on the pedal when it comes to product and application classes and selling skills programs. However, we felt that as our members grow and become more complex organizations, we need to do our part to help them make their people successful. That said, basic product and application knowledge is still key. We will continue to deliver classes at the Founders Training Center and regionally around the country working with some of the leading rep agencies. One thing I'd like to highlight is last November we held our first what I call Concrete 101 class at the training center. We actually demolished a section of our parking lot and then had students set grade using lasers, compact the subbase, drill and install dowels, install the rebar and tie it, and then spread, finish, and strike the concrete when the trucks did the pour. Simultaneously, Dara Company sent one of their top guys to walk through installing wall forms with the rest of the group. We wrapped up the class with a day-long session on concrete restoration applications led by Simpson Strong-Tie. This class is a prime example of what can be accomplished by working together. We owe a big thanks to Wacker Neuson and Luke Civic and Steve Tolbert and Dara Company and Billy Byers and Simpson Strong-Tie. In addition, Trimble, Marmac, Craft Tools all played key roles in this school. These applications are best learned by doing, and this was just step one. We will continue to look for ways to expand our training around concrete accessory products. We will also continue to look for ways to invest in online training through the Evergreen University powered by Blue Volt. We continue to see growth in the number of class completions and the number of manufacturers who are getting involved. And we encourage all the manufacturers in the room to get behind that online training. Online training is an important complement to our live training sessions. I promised brevity, so I'm about to wrap it up. But before I do, I'd like to take a second just to talk about tabletop scheduling. We talked about it in the member meeting. I think you all talked about it in the supplier meeting. The Evergreen Board and Supplier Advisory Council spent quite a bit of time this past year discussing how do we make these more meaningful and more quality appointments. We surveyed the members and the suppliers and shared some of the results of those surveys this morning. I'm often asked about how do I get the best schedule. And my advice is to be focused on who you want to, what you want to accomplish and who you want to meet with when you submit your requests. Telling us you must meet with someone indicates that it's an important thing. Telling us that you're willing to meet with someone indicates it's not really that important. The second bit of advice is don't wait. Where you are in line has a lot to do with your schedule. We opened up requests on February 2nd. By the end of that week, we had more than 50 companies submit requests. So you could have submitted at the end of the week and been number 50 in line. So get it done early. By February 18th, there was over 118 companies that submitted requests. That's why we sent an email out in early January suggesting that you think ahead, plan ahead, and have your requests ready for when we opened up for the registration process. Our goal is to schedule meetings between companies that want to meet, not simply to fill up a schedule. Okay, enough with that. As Mike indicated, 2015 is a special year for a couple of reasons for me. First, in a couple of months, I will celebrate my 20th anniversary with Evergreen, and I appreciate y'all's support for the last 20 years. I think I got another 20 in me. As I reflect on spending the better part of my professional life with this group, I can only say how special it's been for me. I've had the pleasure of working with some of the sharpest entrepreneurs in the industry. It's been a real joy, and I'm extremely excited about our future. The second reason 2015 is special to me is at the end of the year, I will hit the big 6-0. For some of you, that may seem young. For many of you, that probably seems a little old. For me, it's just another number. Thankfully, I'm blessed with great health. I still run almost every day, and I have a lot of passion for Evergreen. So I hope to be here for quite a long time because, quite frankly, we got a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of green field ahead of us. I'd also like to suggest if you have a parent living, don't let the day close without giving them a call. Thanks for your time. We'll have some lunch now, and we'll be back up to do awards and recognition after lunch. Thank you.